Hi everyone, welcome to Last Minute Coders. My name is Vinay. In this video, we are going to see important Power App functions, and majorly we are going to look into text function in this video. So a lot of you requested to make a dedicated video on Power App function. So here are the functions in Power App. First is text function, math function, date and time, logical collection, data source function. So these are the major 6 types. So in this video we are going to look into text function. Hope you are excited, and if you are, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and if you want to support me financially, I'll provide a QR code at the end of this video. You can pay any amount to support me. It's up to you. So let's start this video without further ado. So here we are with our first function, that is concatenate. So how concatenate work? Let me play this app and let me give some text. Just wait a sec. So let's say if I want to say hi, and I have text like hi everyone in one text box. How are you guys? Hope you are doing well. Doing awesome. Okay, something like this. I gave some text. Okay, so in this final function result in text or final result, I had a task to like concatenate all these texts. So how I'm gonna do that? So for that, either see, we have like various way to do this. So the name of this text input is text input 1. Let me rename it to like text 1 so that it will be easier for us, and this one will be text 2, and the name of this should be like text 3. Okay, so this one is text 1, this one is text 2, this one is text 3. For now, let me give like a b c x y z and pqr again and again. I'm not going to write. Okay, so let me concatenate all these things. So the simple way to concatenate is using an ampersand. Okay, so see this, like if I write something like this, text1 dot text, so see abc came, right? And if I write like ampersand text2 dot text ampersand text3 dot text. Okay, so the first way of concatenation is this one, and if you want to give a space between them, just again put ampersand space. Okay, inside double quote whatever you write, see this. So abc space dash space xyz, and same thing if I just copy paste this thing from here to here, say this abc xyz pqr. So one way of concatenating text are this. Other ways, let me comment this code. Okay, using concatenation function, see this. So this is the syntax for it. So it requires a text. It requires multiple text. So our text is inside this text input 1 dot text, comma text input 2 dot text, comma text input 3 dot text. All right. So say this again, the same output, right? And if I this time I want to give space and dash between them, again the same thing, but they will just be with a comma separated. Okay, say this. Let me copy this, paste up here, and that's it. See, same thing, but like two different approach to do this. So the first function we have covered is concatenate. Okay, so I hope you got this one, and you can see what concatenate do is combine multiple text strings into one. So this is a text string, right? So let's move on to our second function, that is left function. Okay, so firstly let us see what does the left function do. Extract a portion of the text from the left hand side. Okay, so let me take an example of this text, and wait, let me play this, and here say hi everyone, how are you? Let me do something like this. Okay, and now concatenation is done. I'll comment the code. Now we are talking about the text function. left function. So how left function work is, firstly we write the left name of the function, then we need to give the text. So our text is inside this text1.text. all right, then it is asking like how many characters. If I write like something like 10, so see how the indexing work is like 1 2 space like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, and see 10 characters are up here. See this, if I write like 11, so it will be hi everyone. If I write like maybe 15, so depending on like how I need it, my text to be like what do you say, substring from the left hand side, right? So this is what it is doing. It is extracting a portion of the text from the main string from the left hand side. Okay, so this is how we like trim from the left hand side based on the number of characters we need. Okay, so here we see 15 characters till here. I think like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15, and you are seeing 15 up here. Moving on to our next function, right function. Similar to left, right will start from this side. Okay, from right hand side like this, 1 2 3. Okay, so let's look into this also. So we are done with left function. Let me comment this code. Now we have like right function, right. Okay, I'll say text1.text, comma, let's say if I give like 10. So see up here again, similar to that, it will start from here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So see, it is starting from E space U, guys. Okay, so very simple. Now moving on to our mid function. Again, it is a combination of both left and right. So let's look into the mid function. Again, all these left, right and mid, what they are doing is they are just a substring. They are doing the substring of a main string. Okay, so let's look into the mid function. Again, the first thing first, it will ask you like the text. So my text is inside this text1.text. See this, hi everyone, and then it will say where do you want to start from. Let's say I wanted to start from 1 2 3 4th. I want to start from 4th position. Okay, and here syntax you can see up here, like here, see, first is text, then a starting number, then number of character. Let's say from 4th I need 10, so it will start from this character. See this, 1 2 3 4, so it will start from this every, and then 10 character, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, so again a very simple, but like all of these things will help you in your like projects and app building. Okay, so these are very important functions, and let me name it here, like to do substring in PowerApp canvas app, we use these function. Okay, left, right and mid. To concatenate a string, we use concatenate function, or we use ampersand sign, up to us. Now moving on to our next function. Our next function is length function. Again, length function is very simple, like it just gave us the count of the characters inside our this string or text. Okay, so again, simple as that. Here we will say len length, and length of what I need. Give me the length of this. Okay, so see, 28 character. Let us count. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28. See, and the count is 28. Note, space will also be counted, right? If I give multiple spaces, see, all the spaces will be counted. It is not like that it will count only one space, because space is what? Space is also a character in ASCII code. If you know what ASCII code are, so in ASCII code, space is like number 32 is associated with the space. So computer counted as a character. Okay, so this is cool. Length function anyways was pretty simple. Lower function, again, very simple. Let's say if I write my name up here in capital letters, Vinay. So if you don't know my name is Vinay. And if I want to show my name in lower character, so for that what I'll use this lower function inside our Canvas app. So lower, I'll say text 1.text. Okay, see this, each and every character will be in lower. See, if I have like this in a small character, small will remain a small only, okay. But if something is in capital, let's say A, B, C, D, so see, whatever is in capital will convert into small. Okay, it will help you in when you are comparing two email IDs, right? Email IDs, somewhere it can be like this. Let me give an example, like vk@xyz.com. Okay, and maybe in some other source it is like this, vk@xyz.com. So in those cases, what we do is either we use lower function in both of these, so that they both come into lowercase, and then we compare these two. Okay, so this is cool. Same with upper function. Similar to our lower function, upper is just the same. Let me copy this only. Okay, let me write here like upper. Let me comment this one. Okay, so whatever text I write in lowercase, let's say like A, B, C, D. So see, everything will come in uppercase now. So this is pretty much simple. Moving on to our next function, substitute function. Very great function. Okay. Now how substitute work is, as the word is saying, like substitute means is like replacing one text with other. Okay. So let me write here substitute. So let me type one text up here. Hi everyone, how are you guys doing today? Okay, now the first thing is I wanted to replace this HRU with how are you. Okay, so how we are going to do that? For that we will use substitute function. Okay, substitute function, first thing first is text1.text. This is our main string. Okay, see this main string. Now it is asking me the old text, like the text which is present inside this string, which is present inside this text one. So I want to replace it with text2.text or HRU. And new text, what is the new text I wanted to give? So I wanted to give this one, text3.text. Okay, HRU replaced with how are you. See this. So this is how substitute function work. Now some of you might be wondering like what is the need of this substitute function? See, whatever when you will work with databases, right? And let's say if you are extracting data from your Excel to your SharePoint, sometimes what happens is some special character, like let's say this ampersand sign change into like CHR. I'm just giving you an example. It changes to like the CHR12. It do happen sometimes. Okay, when you like extract data from your Excel to your SharePoint. So for that what we do is inside our Canvas app we use substitute function, and we say wherever there is like CHR12, just change it back to like this ampersand sign. I'm just giving you an example, like some special character might change into like this string of words. Okay, so for that we use substitute function. Now moving on to our next function, let us look into our next function. Next function is trim. Very simple. Okay, let me give you an example of trim. Let's say if I have like extra spaces, let's say extra spaces, and I have very big string with me, like very big paragraph, and I want to remove those extra spaces. Okay, see this, like extra spaces I am seeing, right? So how am I going to remove that? So for that, instead of doing like manually if you have like 5,000 word of this thing text, so it will be very difficult for you guys. So for that we have like trim function with us inside our canvas app. And if we do this, see, this extra spaces will be removed. See, there were extra spaces, they were removed, only one space will be there, and which is good. In this way, like, you can, what you say, what is the term for this, you can format your text. Okay, so this is cool, right? This is done. Let's move on to our next function. Trim is done. Now let's move on to our find function. Very important function. Okay, okay, find function. Now let us go up here. Let me comment this one also. Now let's do find function. Okay, so the find function, like, it is saying, see the syntax, find text. Which text do I wanted to find? Let's say I wanted to find this HRU inside this text one. Okay, so I'll say text2 dot text inside text1 dot text. Okay, and there is third parameter also, like, I'll explain third parameter later on. Let's keep it 2 for now. So it is saying like 18. So let us count, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17, and from 18 HRU is starting. Okay, so see, this is starting from 18. So it just gave us the number from where my HRU is starting. Okay, let's say if I have H, only H, so see, I have like H up here also and here also, but it gave one only. Okay, let's say I wanted to find H after everyone. So for that we have this like third parameter. It is saying like a starting number. Let's say I want to start with the position number 4th. Okay, not from the initial position, not from this here. So it will start from 1 2 and maybe 3 and 4. There are spaces up here, so it will start from like here. Okay, so here it find at the 18th position this H. So that is the difference. Okay, and if I don't give it, will just give me 1 as an output. Okay, and if I write like HR, it will consider like this one then. Okay, so it doesn't matter, like it takes both the string. Okay, like HR, so it will compare HR with this HR. Okay, it find HR here, it will say well and good. If I have HR up here also, even then it will give this 18 only. Okay, but here see, if I have HRZ up here and I find HRZ here, sorry, it was X, right? HRX, to see this 35, and if I type something which is not present in this will be blank. Okay, so this is how our find function works. Well and good. Let us comment this one again. A very great function. This find function is very great. Now moving on to our next function, replace. Similar to our substitute function, we have replace as well with us. So let us look into our replace function. So the syntax is like this: old text. So what is your old text? It is saying, let's say my old text is like this, text2 dot text, whatever inside this thing. This will work as like my old text. It will say like a starting number. From where do you want to start? Let me take like text1 example. So from which number? Let's say from 10th position start. Number of characters, let's say 5 characters. What is the new text? The new text is text2 dot text. So let's do this and see what is happening up here. So firstly see the code. Okay, this is my main text. Okay, see this green one is my main text. Hi everyone, how are you, and this thing. Okay, and we are starting from 10th position. So let me remove the extra spaces so that it will be a lot easier for us to understand. Okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Okay, Now we have removed extra spaces. Now let's look into this code. So what is happening, like this is our main text, see, old text or main text, whatever you can say. See, syntax is up here, right? Whatever function you write, syntax came above it, and starting position is starting from 10th position. So if you count the character like this, H, I, then this thing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So see this from the 10th position, like after this O, see, like I said, right, my new text is this SADAS, SADAS. Now you might be saying, even if I write like this, so see, it is coming up here. Let me write something meaningful up here. First of all, everyone, please like this video, I'll say. Okay, something like this. And a space. Okay, see this, what I have written. See, from the 10th position it will start. Now you might be wondering, like, what is this 5 then? So this 5 is nothing but like see this E dash, like 1 2 3 4, and like this 5th. Okay, from here 1 N 1 2 3 4 5. So these 3 will not be present inside your this string. See this O, and then in place of like NE comma space H, we have this thing. So that 5 is that. Okay, that 5 is that. If I replace it with like simple 1, so see this here, now you will see E comma H, only N will not be here. So it is like that. So however way you want to like do substring using this replace function, you can do this. If I do 0, then I'll have all the characters, okay, whatever my previous string has, and it will just place this thing. See this, every, then O, then NE, or everyone, how are you guys, and then this thing is just the same. Just from the 10th position it just added this. Please like this video. Okay, so I hope you got this replace function. This is little bit tricky, but once you like see for yourself like how this thing is working, you will get more idea. Okay, so the syntax is like old text, then a starting number, the number of characters you don't want in your like final string. If I say 0, then I'll see all the things. Let's say if I say like 20, see everything vanished. Let's say 25, or maybe 50, I'll say 50. See this, nothing is showing up because this thing is now like vanished. Okay, 50 character will not be there. After 50 character, whatever will be written there, I'll see those things. Okay, so we can do this, and this is the last parameter is the new text which I wanted to add from this 10th position. Okay, so the syntax is very complicated, little complicated, but once you get a hang of it, it will be easier for you, and depending on the task you want to perform, like it may be helpful for you. So now let's look at our next function, that is a split. So a split is again like very simple. Usually why we do split, let's say if I have text like this, maybe in your backend you have something like this. Let's say apple comma mangoes comma bananas comma kiwi, okay, and so on and so forth. Let's say I have like this, and I wanted to split this text with a comma and a space. Okay, so I want like apple, mango, banana, kiwi inside like a table or list. So how can I do that? So for that, let me first insert one list. Okay, see this list box. I have this list box. So for this list box data source, what I need data source for this, like apple, mango. So this is my fruit list. Okay, so how can I do that? See, inside this list, and its item property, here I'll use this split function. I'll say split. Now it will say what do you want to split. I'll say split text one dot text. Okay, it will say. Now it will ask me the separator. See the syntax up here. First is text, then second is separator. So my separator is comma and a space, I'll say. And see this, well and good. Apple, mango, bananas and kiwi. Okay, so let me decrease its size a little bit. See, split function convert the text into a table. See, now the data type is table. Okay, so that is why like I cannot write this function inside this text input. Okay, that is why I have used a list, because lists require a table as a data source. Alright, well and good. Now we have looked what a split function is. Let me copy this code and let me paste this here. Let me comment this one. See, if I write a split up here, it will throw me an error, because like this is a table and it is expecting a text. But I'll just keep this code up here. So just keep a note of it. A split function we cannot write inside our text input or label. We need to have like a list or drop down or combo box or maybe galleries, which requires table as a data source. Okay, so this is well and good. Now moving on to our next function. This split is done. Starts with. Very simple. Let's say it just give like true false value. If see this, it starts with, let's say if you wanted to check like if my my text one dot text is starting with my like this text two dot text. If I write something like this, okay, so currently it is writing false, right? So my first character is what? Apple. Okay, so if I write A, it is saying well and good. If I write PP, it is saying well and good. But let's say if I do this, as soon as I change the spelling, it is wrong. But if I correct the spelling, it is like, see this true up here, comma. Let's say if I don't give a space, again it will be false. See this. So just to check like if my like this thing is starting from this, if this is true, so inside like your if else condition, you can use this function depending on your use case. Okay, similar with like ends with, same with like this we have like end with. Okay, again similar. It just check like if both our strings are matching. Ends with okay dude, ends with, and let us play. See this, if I write like this IWI, it will say true, WI true, I true, kiwi true. Okay, but as soon as I like see this it is false. Even if I do, see cases, it is, these two are not case sensitive. Okay, so see this, even I is capital, but it is not case sensitive. Okay, but if I write key and spelling is wrong, see this, it is returning me false. Okay, comma space, I have to write like this. Now till here it is true, but if I do some spelling mistake, say this, it will remain as false. So it just check like it should be ending with this. So even if I write like, if I copy this from here to here, see this will remain true, because this is ending, right? This text is ending with this only. But if I just remove one character, let's say n, it will change back to false. Well and good. Moving on to our next function, text function. This is like very important function. Before this, let's look into our value function. So what value function does is, let's say I have this number with me. So this number is what? Currently this number is nothing but this number is a text. This number is a string. This is not a number. But let's say if I wanted to perform some arithmetic operation on this and on this. Let's take two simple numbers so that we can simply calculate 40 and 60. If we add these two, the count should be what? The count should be 100, right? So how can we add these two? if I do something like this, text1 dot text plus text2 dot text, see, it will throw me an error. Or maybe, oh my god, it is not throwing me an error. Maybe it is upgraded. Before this it throws an error without, if you don't use value function. So maybe it is like inbuilt typecasting is happening now. Alright, but before that what we had to do is we had to write like this inside value function. We need to put this. Like this is new to me also. Okay, so value function, what value function does is it simply convert a text string to a number, okay, or a datetime value. So see this, like it is also returning 100. Usually it should throw an error, but anyways, well and good. If it is not throwing an error, then well and good. Okay, even now you can use this, but see, I think it will throw an error. Let's do this, text2 dot text 100, right? Let's say if we write a now it is saying that cannot be converted into a number. So yeah, there is some inbuilt typecasting is going on. Okay, and if we write like value, still it will throw an error, I know. Reason because it doesn't like contain text, it contains like characters as well. But let's remove this, and yeah, this time it is working. Okay, so one more thing, like if you don't want user to enter these characters other than like number character, so how you can prevent that? Just select this, see this format up here, we have this format property. Inside this property we have format property, change it to number. Once you change it to number, even if user try to see this, I'm trying to add like other characters other than numbers, I will not be able to. Okay, so this is done. Let me change it back to text only. So this is done. I hope you understand what value function does is it's convert a text string to a number value. Okay, so anyways, like I think like now it is inbuilt typecasting itself. Okay, so that is cool. But previously, like we have to use this value function. All right, now moving on to our last function which we have skipped, I think. Now let's say I have like this. This is let's say this is my cache. I wanted to show this like this. Let me just show you like how this should look like. $52 comma 458. I just want it to look like this. Okay, like this thing should look like this. So how we can do that without doing like this manually? So for that we have this amazing man. I deleted everything here. Okay, anyways, now that we have deleted, let's delete. So we have like text function, and we will give our text. First thing is like a value. What is the value? So this is the text, and how do I want to format this text? So see this, I'll use this double quotes. Okay, inside double quotes, let's say I want to give up this $sign and a space. Okay, see, nothing happened, right? Let's give this pound. I think this is called pound. Okay, and like this, see, nothing happened, right? You might be wondering like when you might be writing wrong code. Reason is that I'm not writing a wrong code. See here, previously it typecasted this thing into the number, right? But here it is not typecasting this thing into a number. It is just taking it as a string. See, as soon as I use value function up here, see, it worked, right? See up here, and if I remove this, it will not work. See, so that is why like value function is important. Okay, now also value function is important. It is PowerApps is not that smart enough. So see, So if you wanted to format your text in a way that you want it to, like, okay, like this, if you want to format, so you can use this, and it will save a lot of your time, right? So one thing is this, and like this text function has like loads of properties. See this text function in Power App, it is way too advanced. See this, it has date time format, it has a number placehold format, it has date time. See this see this, I'll just explain you like in C. So it is a very, very, like, what you say, very, I just gave you an example of this one. See, so you can visit like Microsoft official documentation, this thing. I'll just provide this link in the description, and you can go through each and every one of them. I'll just show you some basic one. So I just show you this one. Now let's say today's date is like, if I write something like this now function, so you will see today's date and current time. Okay, that is cool, but I don't want like my time or this, it should not be like this, like 8/19. I want the name of it. So for that we have like a date, I think like the date time format dot long date. Say this, now it is just the same thing, but the formatting change. Saturday, comma August. Now I'm not seeing the time. Okay, reason I'm not seeing time, because I have written long date, and if I write something like long date time, so I'll see the time as well. See this, if I write like short date, see, so I'll just see the date. See, there are lot and lots of ways. See, long date time 24. So 24, what else does is, see this, the time you are seeing now, previous thing will remain the same. The time, let's say like if it is beyond like 12, it will be not 1 p.m, instead it will be 13, and this thing am pm will, see this, here we are seeing am pm, right? If I write 24, am pm will just vanishes. Instead of that, we will now move on to like 13, 14, 15 until 23. Okay, what else, let's look into same with short time. Wait a sec, so it will just show you the time, okay, not the date. So you can explore this text function, right? Important ones are like this, date and time, and the one that I have showed you, this one, where is that, this one, like adding dollar sign. You can even use like this, let's say 8.9 we have, and you want like 3 decimal place, so use pound sign dot 30. So I think you guys can do this yourself depending on your use case. It is very simple. Just visit this site, and depending on your use case, use this use the code from here. Okay, and see this MMDDDYYY, it is like this. Let us remove this. Let us say DD dash MM dash YYY. See this. Now if I want my formatting, like first date should come, then month should come, then year should come. So it is like this. If I say 2y, then instead of 2023, it will be 23. Okay, what else, if I wanted to start from month, I can say like this, MMDD dash YY. See this, if I want like this sign, so see this. So this way we can format our text as per our liking. This is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Today we learned important text function inside our Canvas app, Power App. In the next video we are going to look into important math function, then datetime function, logical function, collection, data source, and some other videos. So just subscribe this channel, hit the bell icon too, so you don't miss those notifications, and like this video if you like the content. I'll be sharing one QR code with you. If you want to support me financially, just do support me. I'll really appreciate. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Bye bye.